Hi everyone, it's Anne from Art and House Flowers. So we had a busy weekend just doing a lot of maintenance around the gardens. I spent a lot of time edging again and mulching. I was able to attack this bed here that was my eyesore that I showed previously. And I confirmed that my two lavenders that were behind my new dawn rose here in front of the spirea died, so I pulled those out, mulched it. It's not too much of a transition with the rose bed that hasn't been fully edged or mulched yet because I'm waiting to mulch till after all the roses get planted, which should be arriving first week of May, so that's soon. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Just as a reminder, I had used cardboard and compost in between these quick fire fabs over the winter, fall and winter, and I did another layer of cardboard again, but this time I didn't use any more compost. I just went directly in mulch. So we had the whole family out here this weekend helping out with this edging project. I ended up using a shovel because our stand-up edger, I think I mentioned before, is not very practical for me. I just find I'm not heavy enough or something to get it down in there. So it's not perfect. I did use my hodag to clean up the edges, but it's not perfect, but it definitely looks much more unified now that I've joined the edges, or joined the hydrangeas into one bed and into the first fruit tree. So we had picked up some raspberry and blackberry bare roots from Costco a few weeks back, and we just realized late yesterday that we hadn't planted them, so we put them in there. That is going to have to be joined as well, so it'll have to become one bed. So my husband is, slowly, he worked last weekend on these beds. I think I had posted when he had built on last Sunday these beds, and now he's in the process of basically leveling them out. And you can see all the sod that I had dug up from edging, just dumped it in here, and I'll spread that out. Our process here will be to lay down cardboard and any of the sod that will turn over, and then for a top layer we have planned about 6 bags of organic garden soil that we have stacked over there. So today I was pretty sore, quite honestly, Monday morning after doing a lot of maintenance in the gardens, but I did manage to reweed and mulch these 5 fruit trees, and I believe my redbud back there, and my one Black Hills spruce. So my plan is the rest of the week, I may take tomorrow off from gardening, I need to recover, but I plan to remulch the rest of these evergreens back here. But let me just take a little walk around to show you what's been blooming and what we did on the weekend. Since we don't have the beds ready yet to start our seedlings, we actually put out some direct sowed some seeds in those square containers. So I think we did African daisies, the white ones with the blue center from Baker's Creek, and look at my beautiful tulips, just gorgeous. There's a daylily that I have to add some soil to. I literally just took a few of those from the front bed last fall and just threw them into pots, and decided I'll see what survives and whether I'll keep them, but I kind of don't mind them in there, so I'll just raise that up and fix it. These were the Norway spruces that were at the front door, so they usually sit out here in the spring, summer, and I usually plant sunshine and patience around the base. And they did so well. Last year I put 4 in there in each pot, and it just really covered the whole base. It was gorgeous. Eddie and I were out playing ball earlier. Sweet peas, nothing really, it's not doing much, not climbing either. They're not dying, but definitely getting a little windburned. I still have not planted my bloomerang lilacs or my forsythia. It's just an update on the greenhouse. It will be shipping from Surrey, BC tomorrow, so we should be seeing everything, all the parts and everything by early next week. So I did pick up these boxwood topiaries from Menards, and so now I have 2 of them. So I think it just sort of makes this space here a little more pleasant and more formality to it. And there are my seeds hardening off. I'm going to bring them in before it gets too cool, but it gets morning sun here, but it's pretty cool in the afternoon, but at least it's shielded for the most part from the wind that we get. I picked up one of these English daisies, which I love. Pansies that I grew from seed. Not really thrilled with their progress. My nasturtiums, and look at those tulips. The same tulips that I planted in the other pot, but seem to be much smaller, I think, because of the size of the pot. Chew on my rose. Here's my pulmonaria that I just love to look at. See, something's been taking ground squirrels. Get a lot of ground squirrels. So you can see where we started out with 70 bags of mulch. I've been putting a dent in there. It's safe to say I've gone through at least half of it. So I wanted to show the front. The tulips are starting to say bye-bye, but there's still a lot of color. Our neighbors came by earlier today when I was mulching the front tree there, and were commenting on all the layers of plantings that I had, and so I'm glad that the neighbors are enjoying it. So look at how much my roses have leafed out. There's Earth Angel. There's distant drums. And I planted some little irises. So I planted 4 peony bare roots in between the Princess Spireas and the Veronica that are on the left. So let's see if they come up. My daffodils are also pretty much finished. But look at Tchaikovsky. Look at the size of him. He is going to be a beautiful rose once again in his first full year. And David Austin, Charles Darwin, like, look at it. I was tempted to prune it back, but there was a lot of leafage all along those 2 branches, so I think I'm just going to let it go. There's Yet Last roses in the front here, and the phlox. And my other Earth Angel. So here's some tulips, later tulips that are popping out. Aren't they beautiful? So we planted these creeping phlox in the spring of 2022. too. So it's really nice because we did, my husband's daughters planted a grouping under each tree. One likes pink and the other likes purple. So these sad Let's Dance Lovables, I'm just leaving them in here so I know where I'm, replacing the Let's Dance Skyview. But there's some teeny little growth down there, but really not hopeful. So I wanted to take you to the red bud and the little bulbs that I planted. I know I planted forget-me-nots. I can't remember what spring bulb this is, but they were tiny little bulbs. But now that I've mulched them, usually I wait to mulch after it helped it show the blue better. But there's the leafing out of my red bud, eastern red bud. Isn't that beautiful? Starts out yellow, goes to pink. So beautiful. Just so the one in the back corner there is just leafing out yellow. So I'm hoping that it eventually gets pink. But so yeah, I just wanted to do a quick walk around the property and show you the maintenance. I think it looks super clean. We have this empty lot here that gets to be a bit of a prairie eyesore when they don't mow the lawn. I think they mow it maybe 4 times a year, but anyway, I just love it when my husband's mowed the lawn. It was the first mow of the season on Saturday. You can see how windy it is because our Bar Harbor bell just goes crazy. So thanks for joining me. I think I'll offer my husband a hand back there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for joining me, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Can you say goodbye? Say thanks for joining me, and please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Yeah, I think that's what you're telling them. Okay, thanks for joining us.